All right, we are back now on Most Buffalo, and summer, of course, is in full swing. If you're looking for a place to get outside and explore right here in Western New York, Tifft Nature Preserve has plenty to offer. We'll get to that in just a moment. From seasonal activities to a new accessible trail and a big 50th anniversary celebration coming up, there is just something for everybody to enjoy. Joining us now in the studio is Gary Siddall. He is the president and CEO of the Buffalo Museum of Science and Tifft Nature Preserve.
That's right.
Welcome back to Most Buffalo, Gary.
Of course, so happy to be here. You know, most people don't realize that the Buffalo Museum of Science and Tifft Nature Preserve, we're actually one organization operating two different sites. So it's a pleasure to be here today talking about all things outdoors with Tifft.
Yeah, I was going to say something outdoors and rather than inside.
Yes.
So let's start off. We've got a lot to talk about. So the anniversary celebration. 50 years.
Yes, it's really exciting. So Tifft is celebrating its 50th year of being declared a nature preserve this summer, and we are so excited. Of course, we had to come up with a fun name for it, so we are calling it our Tiftieth celebration, and that'll be on Saturday, August 29th, starting at 11 o'clock in the morning, and it's going to be the best of Tifft. We'll have guided walks, we'll have food trucks, we even have a few extra perks for members of the Buffalo Museum of Science. As I mentioned, one organization, so we're bringing those perks over for museum members out to Tifft.
Just outdoors, yeah. So,
right.
You know, reaching this milestone, I mean, you just said it, like, what does it mean for like the preserve and for like the community to have something like this in some people's backyards, really, or just a 15-minute trip down the road?
That's right, and I'm glad you brought that up because so few people realize the proximity of Tifft to downtown Buffalo, and that means it's close to everything. There's a point in the preserve when you're out in the trails and you feel like you're in the middle of the wilderness, but then you see Seneca 1 moving off into the distance, and it feels like you could almost pluck it out of the sky. So that gives you an idea of just how close Tifft is. It's a very short ride for most communities here in Western New York. We encourage people to come out. Even if you're looking to do a quick walk, you can spend half an hour out, so clear your head on your lunch break, or of course, spend some time on a Saturday going birding, participating in one of our many programs.
Yeah, because it's so much space, you know.
So much space, 264 acres. We are not light on space.
So how has it evolved over the last, what, 5 decades?
You know, a lot has happened. Our commitment has largely been to bringing quality educational programming, so connecting people with nature in a way that feels most exciting. And the other part of what we do is actually ecological stewardship and restoration. So our team is actually out in the preserve, removing invasive species in partnership with our very large contingent of volunteers. And we're essentially trying to let nature come back into its true form. And that's something that we're proud to do, but most importantly, to connect our visitors to. Yeah,
I love how we have this video playing because you can just see how beautiful it is.
It is. Everything from the cattail marsh to the sort of intimacy of the trails themselves. We are so fortunate to have this as part of our portfolio of activities we can bring to the public.
And there's a new accessible trail as well. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
It's a really exciting project. So it'll actually be Western New York's longest fully ADA accessible trail when we complete that in just a few short weeks now. So what we'll be doing is encouraging visitors who have accessibility needs of all sorts of diversity to come out. You can go out into our new boardwalk that is much wider. It brings you on a full, almost 3/4 mile loop back to the education center and connects you in really some incredible ways. The vantage points that the new boardwalk offers, from elevated viewing platforms to lowered surfaces that bring you to the edge of the water, it's an incredible experience.
It's a place for everybody to go.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, so, you know, we talk a little bit about, you know, what we have happening this summer. As summer winds down, do you have anything upcoming for fall or throughout the other seasons that families can still enjoy?
You know, every season at Tifft is a great season.
Yeah, right.
It is absolutely beautiful in the fall. There's a whole host of programs that we run throughout the year. You can view all of them on our website at tifft.org. And there's everything from adults who are looking to take a sunset walk with mocktails to families who want to go over and flip over logs out in the preserve. And so there's all sorts of great activities, whether you are coming as an adult or as a member of a family.
And anything else that you think I missed, Gary, that you want to add?
We just encourage you to think about Tifft Nature Preserve as a destination, an easy way to get away and take an escape from the busy life that we all live. Yeah. And of course, if it is a rainy day, we are very weatherproof at the Buffalo Museum of Science, so you can come visit us at either one of our sites, depending on the weather.
Yeah, you're the best of both worlds then,
That's right, best of both worlds.
And of course, we've been talking with Gary Siddall. He's the president and CEO of the Buffalo Museum of Science, and of course, Tifft Nature Preserve. Gary, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure, thank you.